Welcome to the Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Bar and Grill and the Blind Tiger Bar. Can you turn up my monitor a little bit? Just my monitor a little bit, thank you.
This was supposed to be a smooth start.
Oh, no, that's perfect. Now I can control
Sweet
it from
suffering
here.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Now, come here. Oh my God, no, I forgot though. Now we're starting.
Woo, 175.
It's not in it. I don't care now. Turned up monitors and down monitors.
Sorry.
Come here. No, what are you on about? Come here, because you're after
Piquing your interest.
No, yeah. So here's what happened. I'm in Dublin last night.
You were.
I get back to the hotel
Working
room.
gentleman.
Yeah, I went back to the hotel room after
sweet.
a lovely dinner, into me sweet. And I bang on the RTE to see how they got on.
Yes.
And I'm after seeing that Ireland beat Scotland.
They did.
For the Women's World Cup qualifier.
Yep.
With an unbelievable goal. And can I just say that before you tell me what you're going to tell me now, I don't know what the hell any of this is because I've been busy all day. I heard the interviews with all the women afterwards, and they were
lovely.
Just such a fucking breath. Do you know what was the biggest breath of fresh air about the interview with the Irish women's team afterwards?
What was it?
You watch Premier League now, and even international football for fellas, and no one says anything. They do interviews, and no one says anything. Listen, you had a bad old game there. Look, team tried hard. You know, you win some, you lose some. I mean, fucking what are you on about? The women were like, "Come up, you buy we're going to the World Cup."
Yeah.
And it was great to see.
Hey.
And they were like,
Sean South from Gary on.
why is that what the trouble is?
Oh, the trouble is they went in. They did lovely interviews apparently, and then they tripped into the dressing room.
Yeah.
To get ready for going out, and oh God. That wasn't meant to be
you're
really
going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be in trouble for it as well.
Yeah, they want to go out. You leave, like.
Oh my God. Okay.
And then they bit into a bit of song. So they started singing all the old rebel songs.
Oh, fuck
so
off.
A scatter of IRA supporting songs were sung in great gusto and voice, and some of this was recorded and disseminated on the video format.
Okay, so who's telling them to apologise?
No, they didn't. I don't think there was a bit of a backlash, and then they're flat out all day saying sorry for the inappropriate songs they were singing following the match.
Who is it inappropriate towards? Who like?
The conciliatory tone with which we are currently engaging with our friends and neighbours across the water.
Okay, but this is the Irish women's football team who just won the match.
And they felt the best way to celebrate is to immortalise the Irish Republican Army.
So which songs did they sing?
Brendan? Oh, shite.
Okay, so apparently Ray's inaccurate, so I'm going to reiterate what Brendan has said.
Right, okay.
So I'll let people know.
Oh, yeah, and then they threw the up the rabbit in.
And they threw in the IRA bit. Okay, so the idea is that they were singing the
climb
Fields of
back
Athenry.
Sean South from Gary Owen,
So they were singing the Fields of Athenry and they sang the IRA part.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Now I've talked
and
about...
they may also have said, lift up your skirt.
Okay, so... But... Is that not fucking... No,
they're fine,
never.
they can do that, yeah.
The Wild Rover... will you stop being a misogynist, please? Asking this female Irish team to lift up their skirts, please.
I didn't say that, I said they said it.
You said, yeah, but they're okay to do that,
Is that
though.
not the other line in the... Oh, no, it's Sinn Féin IRA.
Yeah.
In the Fields of Athenry.
Lift up your skirt
is the Irish run. They never. No, they never. No more. Don't say it now because it's wrong.
So they're now having to come out. And look, if they're having to come out now and flat out apologise and they feel like they want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they sang Celtic Symphony.
Celtic Symphony?
We're
is that the five tenors?
Again.
Oh, right, okay.
We're up in... So, and then they sang the ooh out the rap part, which is in the song. Am I right in saying that?
Yes.
Okay, so they sang a song.
Yes.
And now they have to apologise for it.
And they apologise profusely all day.
Isn't it unbelievable? We finally saw a sports team with some fucking personality, like. Yeah. Right? For one night, we saw people with personality.
Yeah.
None of this, yeah, well, look, it's just great, you know, and we're just delighted and a great team effort. None of that shit, like. They said, come on. They said, we don't really, at the start of the year, deserve to be here, but we're here now because we defended, like, and we actually got out and we're going to the World Cup.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And now they sang a song, right?
Yeah.
And they had to apologise. The first time we actually have a team with personality.
Yeah.
And they have to apologise.
Yeah.
It's fucking unbelievable. That's the way it's gone now.
Sorry about that now, Mark.
Isn't it unreal? What's your opinion on it? You think they shouldn't have sang it?
Well,
they shouldn't sing songs.
No, I think it was unfortunate.
Yeah. It
was just unfortunate that got put out. I think it was a marvellous win and I'm delighted for them, and I think they're flying it.
Yeah.
And I think it's very unfortunate that they had to spend the day after their big win.
Yeah.
After qualifying for the World Cup, the whole thing, like it was like the sheen was taken off it.
Yeah, and like, can I just say as well?
Yeah.
I'm not protesting the fact that it was an IRA song they sang. That's not at all.
You don't have an issue with that?
No, as in, it's not that I'm defending the IRA by saying they should be allowed to sing it. If I'm being honest,
Right.
I'm pretty sure when Michael Collins set up the IRB or whatever, that
When he set up the IRB.
when he set them up,
Yeah, when Michael Collins first established the IRA.
yeah, when he first established the IRB,
His
which
arch nemesis is
and which subsequently might have become IRA or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And there was all the other versions.
I'm pretty sure when it started, like they probably didn't expect them to be drug dealers, But so I'm not saying.
Oh God!
Do you know what I'm saying, though?
Oh God!
No, but I'm just saying if that's something that might be the case,
You want to get us killed?
No, come here now.
Are you tired or something?
Just talk to me for a second here about this.
Right.
I won't say that stuff.
Okay, thank you.
You tell me what you think of what I just said. Any other crack?
No,
No, I'm just saying though. Don't edit that out.
no, you will leave that
Nobody
in.
you edit
That was
that
Mark
in.
Kennedy.
I want
and
that to be
was,
said.
Yeah, that was Mark Kennedy said that. Ray McAndrew objected.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying, so that's not what I'm defending. I just think, will you just let them have the crack? They're finally a team that are having a bit of crack.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
And I can't wait for them to go to the World Cup.
And sing them on a world stage.
I'm just unreal. I was watching the game, the highlights back, and I was like, it was just unbelievable when the goal went in. The ecstasy.
Yeah.
And that poor lady from Donegal as well, and what she dedicated it to. The emotion was unreal.
Yeah.
We don't get that anymore. We now, unfortunately, in the men's game, have, I think, probably the worst Irish team I've ever seen.
Do you think it was the men's team that shared the videos? Like, I'll take the pep out of their step.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
If it was,
Yeah.
no, I don't know. It's fucking. That's really annoying now that they've had to do that. Like
That was the crack,
the
anyway.
world stage. Well, there was probably too much crack apparently for
Yeah.
some people. Okay, come here. Can I talk about your Bjor or no?
You can.
Okay, yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you should probably split up. To be honest,
why?
I went to Dublin for 2 days.
Yes.
I left my baby and.
I have a bone to pick with you on this.
All right, okay. Well, whose ball are we picking first,
You
man?
went
You
to
pick my ball,
Dublin.
and then I'll pick your ball.
You went to Dublin, right, for 2 days.
Faith and I did.
And
Yeah.
I lost my Bjor.
Yeah, you lost to Bjor. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think I thought that Laura had very maternal instincts.
She does. She's riddled with it.
Yeah, that's what I thought though, Ray, when she first met my baby Ali.
Yes.
But it turns out that it's paternal instincts that she has.
Oh.
Turns out Laura's a brilliant father.
Well, at least one of us is.
She's So it actually turns out that she's just a tremendous father.
Right, so
Because I went away and she turned into me
Yeah.
better.
You weren't 5 minutes out of your bed and she was in it.
Do you know what she did?
What?
Right? She looked after my baby all night last night. And then this morning at 7 o'clock, I haven't done this yet.
You okay?
This morning at 7 o'clock, Ali was crying for her food.
Yes.
Laura got up, right, and said to Nicola, I'm going to make you tea now and bring it up to you.
But-
and then hopped into the bed.
Yeah.
I've never done that.
But hold on, Mark. I get this every morning.
Tea.
Yeah, she literally gets up at the crack of dawn. She does all the washing. She does all the cleaning.
Yeah.
And then she brings me tea up in the bed. This is that's the way I have her. It's the way she is.
That's what has her the way she is.
That's what has her the way she is. She does this for me all the time. This is nothing new. It's just maybe you're not the best
father.
Yeah,
No,
so she's giving you some tips and pointers, although I owe you a few pounds now because in fairness she got a great bit of training last night.
Oh, stop, man.
Yeah.
Apparently she's very good now.
Yeah, but she's bad bits now she can improve on.
And do you know what the thing is? She's down again. Do you know what I mean? She can't get enough now, man.
Yeah.
She's like whatever that song is, just can't get enough.
Yeah.
When I see this baby, I go out of my head.
So you're
I
going to
just
have to
can't
up your
get enough.
game now.
Yeah, but I don't want to though. It's really annoying that she's
Yeah.
done that. 'cause
Every
I don't-
single morning now you're going to
No,
be...
it's so frustrating because I have no interest in being really good at that. But now it's been forced upon me.
It's been foisted on you.
The two of them now are going to start shifting the heads of each other and everything now.
And sure what, Arm? You come live with us.
But I
Me,
don't-
yourself and Sean O'Reilly. Oh, it'll be the best little house
but I don't want to be your Bjor though. That's terrible. That sounds absolutely
I
shit.
wonder would we work if we tried it for 24 hours or a week?
Are we doing this wife swap thing now like that you used to do on Channel 4?
But just do it arseways and I'll take you and Nicola can
Well,
take
not do
Laura.
that narrative with you, man. Yeah, get that straight out of your head. There'll be that narrative going on if I end up
I
having
wonder
to go
would
to
we
the
kill each other or would we actually be very happy as a couple?
I mean, I don't know. Like, what kind of couple stuff are we doing?
Okay.
Like reach around, or like are we doing like you know what I mean?
Well, no, it'd be mostly in the evening. Like we'd have the dinner on the couch and watch the telly, and then there'd be a bit of a cuddle.
What do you watch?
Oh, at the moment, I suppose we're watching Below Deck Mediterranean there up to
Oh
recently.
fucking hell! I'm gone already.
It's marvelous.
You watch all these shitty reality shows.
I get so anxious watching.
You watch the worst is Below Deck where there's a load of these people working on a boat.
That's it.
And they're all, and again, the problem with every show nowadays, they're all riding each other too much.
Absolutely.
That's the problem. It's the
Or
problem.
trying to. It's
yeah,
the trying to ride each
other.
other.
It's the problem with the Love Island. It's the problem with Below Deck Deluxe Edition. It's the
Is there a Below Deck Deluxe Edition?
I thought that's what it was called.
No.
You got pure excited going,
Did ya? I thought there was
am
an
I
extra
missing
special.
the Below Deck Deluxe
But it's
Edition?
marvellous. They especially enjoy the nights out then when the crew have had a rough few days with some guests.
A rough few days at sea.
Yeah, with the guests.
Yeah.
And then they have to go out then and drink loads of pints.
Yeah.
And vodkas. And then they all start either fighting with each other or riding each other.
So is this Geordie Shore at sea?
Yes. But
Right.
no, but
Geordie-
Geordie Shore don't work.
What do you mean?
Don't the Geordie Shore lads, what do they do again? They just go out.
Oh yeah, they just go out and
They don't do much during the day.
and get fake tans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you know what annoys me the most about Geordie Shore? And I don't know if it's been
Does anybody
directed.
remember that now?
Geordie
Is it got
Shore.
to the point where it's
Is
gone?
it fucking old? Is it?
I think it might be old.
Like what annoys me the most about Geordie Shore is, and I don't know if they're being directed to do this, and I really hope they are because they can't be like this. You know when they do their piece to cameras?
Yes.
Do you know what a piece to camera is, Raymond?
Yes, the bit where
piece-
they stand and they talk to the camera.
Yes, piece you do to camera.
Yeah.
And when they do that, it's how over exuberant they are in what they say. So there's a gentleman on that called Scotty T or something, and he says stuff like, "Yeah, well, I was out with the Bure and I tried to shift her because that's what Scotty T does."
Right.
And you're like, does anyone talk like that? Does he really talk like that? Now, do they do piece to cameras in Below Dick?
Yes.
So in Below Dick, they do the same thing.
they
Well, I
comment
was
on the
actually
behaviour.
chatting, yeah, and they go, I was chatting to one of these guys. He was really just wrecking my head,
Yeah.
and I had to lay him down
Yeah.
and tell him how
There was
it
a lad on the boat called Danny.
right.
Right? And Danny was an awful hooer for chatting to guests
Okay.
and having the crack with the
You're
guests.
not allowed to do that.
You're not really allowed to do that. His
That part
peers
is
are not enjoying
that is
it.
true. That
Yeah.
part is true because I know people who have worked on cruise ships, Raymond.
do ya?
Who have played the guitar, keyboard,
Carl
drums.
Mulhern.
Carl Mulhern is one of them. Thank you so much for mentioning.
Was he
it.
not allowed to talk to the guests?
Yeah, he probably won't mind us mentioning his name, but I can't reiterate this anymore to you, Raymond.
Stop
fucking telling people's names.
Right,
Because it
sorry.
means you can't tell the actual
the
story.
tax man will be after him.
No. Yeah, but he was on international waters, okay? So you can't get... No, but he was one of them, and amongst some other ones as well.
Right.
I can't tell it that.
No,
No,
you
this
can't,
one's
but
got...
yeah,
All
good.
I'm saying is that they're not allowed to fraternise.
Yeah.
You have to stay, like the Irish in the Titanic, down below making your own crack.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to go up and chat away. So you're
away.
telling me that I'm below Dick.
Oh, young Danny was flat out passing notes to like skimpy bikini girls.
Okay, and he's obviously not... Did he get kicked off?
He got
because of
kicked
this?
off. Sorry, spoiler alert. if anyone's watching
Spoiler
it
for
now.
anyone who's watching Below Dick Deluxe Edition.
Deluxe edition, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Daddy's gone.
Danny's
lads.
gone now, lads. Captain Mark.
Daddy's gone. Now, the other one that we have talked about a little bit more as well, which is probably even more disturbing, is Naked Attraction. And I have noticed, whether it's true or not, but my tick is full of people saying, awkward, I was on Naked Attraction.
Really?
And I think it might be a way of them getting you to Google their name.
Okay.
Because I've Googled 20 of them and none of them were. No, I haven't. No, but I've noticed that a lot of people are doing this Naked Attraction thing now. And I
You've
just,
the oddest TikTok.
me and Nicola have realised our TikToks are very different.
Yes.
You know?
All she looks at hunks of men.
Yeah, she
and
looks
Johnsons.
she looks at men with wearing no
Massive
jocks.
Johnsons.
Absolutely monstrous throbbing
Does
Johnsons.
that make you feel a small bit inferior?
I mean, not really, because my Johnson created a little baby.
Right.
You know what I mean? Their Johnson creates likes.
Yes.
You know?
For like machine.
I mean, what would you prefer, likes or babies?
Uh,
Jesus Christ, you know what? The likes are easier to keep.
there, in fairness.
It's rare someone goes
More
in and
life
takes away.
affirming. Yeah, yeah.
I was going to say something else to you, Raymond, now, and I can't remember because it was kind of on one there. now, I
TikToks are
think.
very different, you said.
TikToks are very different. Oh, yeah. This is going to have no context, but I don't care. Have you seen... Do you know who Hezbollah is?
Who?
Do you know who Hezbollah is?
Hezbollah is a terrorist. We're not a terrorist organisation. They're kind. They're not. No, some
This
people
was
call them
carried out
terrorists.
by Hezbollah. No, Hezbollah is the gentleman who looks like he's a child, but he's not a child, and he's from not Kazakhstan. What's the name of that place?
Tajikistan.
What's the name of that place that's not Russian?
Kyrgyzstan.
Is it? Are they? What are they called? They're not Russians, but they're like in between Russians and
Chechnya.
Chechens. Are
Is
they?
it?
I think they
Chechens.
might be Chechens.
Yeah,
Anyway,
my little Chechen face.
no, Dagestanis. I think they're
Dagestan.
Dagestanis.
Yeah, Dagestan's a good spot.
Anyway, is it a good spot?
Ah, yeah,
yeah.
Ben.
Good thing on TripAdvisor. So he's one of them. Have you not seen his meme now where
No.
he's eating and then he looks away? Well, then that is no context. Anyone out there, please, who knows what I'm on about? It's my favourite goddamn videos on TikTok.
You have the
Is
oddest taste.
Hezbollah. Very weird. What's on your TikTok
And they have a very
nowadays?
terrible name there now, in fairness. That's a very... Hezbollah is not.
No, Hezbollah's big sexy, man.
Okay.
No,
And
but I know he's not. But he's not involved in the.
my TikTok
politicism.
doesn't change.
Why?
It's just simply cats doing funny things. It's how to fix a house.
You're such a fucking woman.
Trucks and I do watch those things where the capital audit things where the lads go to public places and try and annoy the cops. Do you know? They go into a library in America. I'm just filming.
Oh
it's my God-given right.
Are you seriously?
And then 3 or 4 police land on the scene and they go, "Stop that now!"
You're
you can't tell me to stop. I'm going to sue the shit out of you.
Oh my God! Okay, so who are these people now? Are a shower.
But you're seeing them now in England.
They're a shower jabronis.
And they will come to Ireland.
Yeah, no, that's
but
my
no one
big
will give
worry.
a shite in Ireland.
No, but that's my big worry is because I've often said this to you, Raymond.
Yes.
Ireland,
yes,
as a tremendous republic, has become Americanized.
Oh.
Okay? Hasn't it, though?
It has, I suppose, in fairness.
And this is the latest wave that we will get 2 years later. We're going to get people going down to Castlereagh local library, right? When the school kids are in there reading books.
Oh,
and
no.
Goosebumps. They've been reading Goosebumps.
For the season
do you know do you know the Goosebumps books where you can decide what happens next?
Yes.
You can either go through the door or go back out if I'm going to go through the door. And then you open it and it's like, there's a snake. No, I didn't actually turn the page, though. Didn't actually turn the page. You're trying to defeat. So there'll be loading school kids from St. Anne's and St. Paul's National Schools inside the library in Castlereagh.
And there'll be some lad in his 40s
Some lad in his 40s filming. And then the lovely librarian will say, excuse me, stop filming. And he'll go, "Oh, you're done. Oh, you are done." Like, you know what I mean? And
then the guards are called.
And all they want is attention.
Yeah.
All they want is attention.
Well, they want a good video and the likes.
Yes.
They're like the boys, the Johnsons.
Yes, they're like the boys with the big.
They don't actually want to out Castlereagh.
The big Trabant Johnson
library for being,
No, yeah, that's the problem. So, but when you find yourself in conflict, which isn't too often, you're very. What is the word I'm looking for? You're very
pacifist.
You're kind of a pacifist, but what's that word where you
non-confrontational?
Yeah, you're very non-confrontational, certainly. Defeatist. Yeah, so
scaredy cat.
Didn't happen too often. That old bitch. So, but when find yourself in conflict, this is one thing I've noticed about the Americans as well. They're so quick to pull their phone out and start recording.
Yeah.
I have never recorded a conflict, and worse than that again, Raymond.
Oh.
They're far more likely to pull their phone out than help if they're not involved in the conflict.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, and that is a very worrying trend. Very worrying trend.
You'll record a lad getting the shite kicked out of him.
Can I talk about my
helping.
TikTok again?
Yes. Yeah. Go on. Yeah.
I see a lot of videos of Dublin City.
Oh.
Where the girls are, some of them are pretty.
Yes.
And I was up there for the last 2 days. I didn't see much of it. I was in the south side.
You didn't mention
I was on the south side of Dublin, Raymond. Yeah. And again, I like that. It's a bit calm.
I hear it's the baddest part of town.
It's the baddest part of town. If you go down there, there'll be an Irish team singing rap songs about some clowns. So, as I was saying, Ray, so what was I saying, though?
You were saying you were down on the south side, girls pretty.
So, what I've noticed on my own TikTok, again, Raymond, if I may refer back to it, is that I see a lot of Dublin City videos of like fights, security in Centra kicking the heads of people,
Garda cars getting rammed.
Garda cars getting rammed, junkies out of it.
Yeah.
And I noticed that the people that are filming, I know what's going through their head.
This is great.
They're going, "Oh my God, if I put this up on TikTok, this is going to..." And they're not going...
It's a bit like what happened with the cannonball run here in town.
Oh,
remember when there was a cannonball run?
No, but hang on now. That's different, though. What happened there was, obviously, people are filming the lovely cars.
Yeah.
We just got very lucky that we got a video of one 200 grand car crashing into the back of another 200 grand
very
car.
Impetuous.
Do you know my favourite part of that video is?
What?
Your man doesn't like put his head in his hands or anything. He kind of pretends. No, I didn't just wreck this car.
Can I ask you a question? Do you know when you're getting out of a car parking space, would you have ever, tapped the car behind you?
I did it once.
And do you reassure yourself going, that's what the bumper's for?
No, I did it once with a gentleman sitting in it.
Oh, no.
No.
Caught.
I think the best thing to do in that situation is what I did.
What?
I must have tipped him now because I didn't feel it.
Right.
So he got out of his car and said, "You actually hit that there."
Yeah.
And I said, "Geez, I'm an awful idiot. Did I actually?"
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Did I do any damage?" And I checked and didn't. And I think he saw that I wasn't a bastard.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You actually didn't do anything, so it's all right." That's actually what he said.
He didn't whip the phone out ready for the conflict?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. Not at all. I literally tipped it. Now, having said that, Ray, I have a 181 Vauxhall Astra Estate. Big Sexy.
Yeah.
Okay, it's actually the model is Big Sexy on it. Okay, it's a BS. Okay, so that now has sensors on it.
Oh, so you don't hit anything anymore.
Man, that thing would beep. It does actually never stops beeping.
Yeah.
So I can't be hitting anything.
I'm forever hitting things.
What do you hit?
I can't say where I've done it because obviously
Please
someone will kind of go, "Jesus, yeah, my bumper was all dented. It must have been Ray."
Yeah, no. Okay, come on, tell me where it happened. Though.
I won't tell you where it happened. It was in town.
How many times are you?
It just happens regular. I don't have sensors, and I drive a van.
And you drive a big van.
And
yeah.
I do go back, but I go back real slow.
Yeah.
And then boom.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, too far.
Yeah. So there was a guy in a van bigger than that, a Sprinter.
Yeah.
Who I know from a certain band in Ireland, and you're going to name them now, and then I'm
No,
going to go,
I'm not.
Okay,
I'm not. No.
I know them from a certain band in Ireland, and I know when he used to pull his van in.
Hot Fuzz.
Every single. It's actually not.
It's not great. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
So every time he used to pull his van in, he used to wallop it against the wall.
Oh.
Because he had a hitch. He had a ball.
Oh, yeah.
He had a ball hitch.
But that'll take it.
He had a ball hitch, and he said, I know how when I'm gone back far enough, the ball hitch will wallop that wall.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So they didn't care as much. But I hope he wouldn't have done that to cars as well. So the Irish team.
That's it.
What were we on about again?
That was the intro to the podcast. We start now, will we?
Oh, yeah. Welcome, everybody. I'm so
Yeah.
glad. Thanks so much, everyone who came out last week. Can I give... Can I tell people why there's no video?
Oh, yeah.
I have a very limited amount of hours in my life. And I edited the video.
Yeah.
And I went, oh my God, I actually have it edited 3 days in advance. Okay.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
A group message went around in Kendy, Brendy, and Raybo.
Yeah.
Right. The very well known WhatsApp group.
The podcast WhatsApp group.
The very, very famous WhatsApp group that we have.
Exclusive membership.
The three of us. Yeah, very famous.
Yeah.
And it said, do you remember that part of the show where we talked about that thing that we shouldn't have talked about?
Oh, yeah.
And then you went, oh, yeah. And you said to Brendan...
Magic cocaine curtain.
Oh, my God. Stop mentioning
It's
everything.
not. Out of context, it's fine.
You're the worst person in the whole world. You said, Brendan, what about that magic cocaine curtain? Can we put that in?
Yeah, a very funny piece.
And you said, that's actually obviously all right. Like,
Yeah.
Brendan said,
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No.
To which I said,
You have to go back and take that out.
And I only got a chance to do that
Right.
at 1 o'clock in the morning last night in the hotel room.
Savage. So it's up.
No, so it's up on YouTube.
Savage.
So
Just haven't sent the link to anyone yet.
So it's going to be, you're going to get 2 links.
Oh.
An episode and an episode. Now, why would anyone really want to see the video from last week's live show?
Well, actually, some people have said it. They really want to see it because you were made an absolute fool of.
And people really need to see that.
Yeah. Now,
okay.
I put the pictures into the YouTube version of our podcast, the audio version.
Did you? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I spent about 4 hours doing it.
It took you 4 hours to put pictures into... Well, having said that, it took me 6 days to fucking...
Yeah,
to
exactly. I don't
to
think you
edit out a
could talk.
cocaine curtain.
Yeah, cocaine curtain.
So I have now done that. And it should really let people know that the stuff that we say that we think is all right. I mean, it's funny too in context. I'd love to know if people think we ever say stuff that they think is bang out of order.
I do think they do. I think that's where we lose the listeners. People go, that's either they get bored,
Hang on
annoyed, or...
So you think that we're saying stuff that's so
no, but
out there?
Yeah, not out there, but there's sometimes the people that take a small drop of offence to it and they go, for fuck's sake, I'm not enjoying that.
Okay, and do you think that's a problem?
No.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
No, because it's Ricky Gervais, Three Centre said.
Yes.
Sure, people can feel however they want.
Yeah.
And that's that.
Yeah, and that's that too. Like,
You don't want people's feelings hurt, if you can, but you are not setting out to hurt people.
What do you think we say that might throw people off, you know? Irish people shouldn't, the women's team shouldn't have sang a Ras song?
Well, I didn't say that. You said that.
Yeah, I know, yeah. So do you think that now would actually make people
you
not?
didn't actually say that. It was kind of more me.
Huh? No, I said, yeah, that's true. Sorry, I said they should.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Hang on now. I just got fucking roasted again. Anyway, the fact that I got roasted last week is actually a belter, and if you see it in video form, it's even better.
Good, yeah.
So we will be putting that up on the Patreon along with this video that's going to obviously go out now, because the only way to watch us on video is through Patreon.
Do you want to hear my news?
Oh yeah, go on. Sorry, have I not heard it yet?
I'm going to tell you my news. I had the most tremendous weekend.
Why?
I went to help my mammy.
Oh my God, I forgot.
Yeah.
I completely forgot.
Of course you did.
Come here.
This is it.
You stayed in the hostel from hostel.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who was screaming?
I'm going to go through.
Who was screaming in your shower?
I'm going to go through it now, right?
Okay.
First of all,
yeah,
it was a Sunday.
Was.
Met the mother and the sister actually came over to play with us because she was going back to another place.
Yeah.
But we arrived in Knock, got through, got the plane, everything was great. Great travelling with the mother.
Knock is great.
Haven't done it in 25 years.
You haven't travelled with your old
No, well, I haven't gone to a gig with my mother in 25 years. Last time I went to a gig with my mother was the first gig I ever went to, which was the Cars, live in Castlebar.
Oh my God, almighty. The TF.
The TF, my mother brought me up to see the Cars. I was absolutely besotted.
That's mental.
With all of them, including Jim.
You had a road, Jim, of course.
I was very confused, 1997. So anyway, so we went over to Stansted and into town. And we had a lovely day around Spitalfields Market, where the mother was delighted with everything. I must talk about what she brought with her.
Right.
She travelled ultimately light.
Right.
She brought a toothbrush.
Right.
No toothpaste.
Sure, no need, man. Just give him a good scrub.
She said, what more do I want? And she had the floss as well. She had the toothbrush and the floss. And all she brought was a little sample of makeup. Like, I mean, it was the smallest thing in the world ever.
Good
and,
idea.
and I had to put it in my plastic bag because she had no plastic bag.
That's good. That is efficiency, man.
Yeah. But I was looking at her going, is that all you brought? She had no phone charger because she was one of them phones that last for a week.
Submissive.
What?
Submissive is what I wanted to call you earlier.
I was like, you describing my mother's carry-on as submissive.
It was driving me absolutely mad. It's submissive.
Right.
You
That's
are.
me. Very submissive. I suppose I am. Yeah, that's true.
What are you on about?
I've rolled over there. I've submitted. Anyway, I just found it fascinating with the little stuff that she brought.
Yeah, okay, yeah. She travels well. Like,
She travelled well. So we landed over anyway and we got there and we went abroad out to the place. So we went to Abba Arena. And Abba Arena is out the east of London.
This place is called Abba Arena?
Abba Arena. So they built it. It's a flat pack thing from Sweden.
Oh, of course it is. Like,
Yeah.
this is IKEA.
So the arena itself is flat pack. They can put it all in the truck and move it to Las Vegas if they want to. So if it doesn't work out in London, they can literally bring it anywhere in the world.
So how did they get the land?
What? The land, they just rented the land.
Whose land is it? Like,
Apparently it was there for the Olympics. And they were not using it after the Olympics.
That's a big problem, Raymond.
Yeah.
That's a big problem in today's world.
They had some Olympics areas.
Is that people they did it in Brazil, they did it in South Africa, and they've done
the big spot.
They build all these spots and they go, shit, what the hell are we going to do with this now?
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So the Abba lads came in and said, we'll take it for a while.
They did.
So they took a 6-month lease out of it and they brought the trucks down from Sweden and threw up this arena.
They did.
And across the street from the arena is our hotel.
Hotel.
Hostel.
Stop calling it a hotel.
It's called Snooze Box.
We can get through this
Yeah.
if you stop calling it a hotel.
Shipping containers.
Yeah,
Black,
shipping
painted
containers.
black.
Yeah.
And they're all stacked up. There's two levels of them. And in the middle, in front of the shipping containers, there's like this really nice student area where there's benches and tables and a bar and street food and a DJ.
Okay, can I just talk about the shipping container part of it?
Yes.
That's what they're keeping the people from India in who are building the stadiums in Qatar and
Right.
dying.
Right. Well, we got checked into our
They're
two
in
rooms.
shipping containers as well, Ray. I mean, a lot of people have came to countries in shipping containers, and now you're bringing your old one to one.
Yeah, she was quite happy with it when we checked in.
Okay.
She said, this is lovely. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Now, in fairness, I told a lie. She wasn't in the same room as me. We got 2 separate rooms because they were dirt cheap.
But why is there 2 beds in yours then?
Well, there was 2, but there's a double bed and a single bed in each room.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
we could have stayed in the same room, but that's no.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Sorry,
You're
about
not that bad.
But it turned out.
Hang on. You got
Yeah.
your mother a room on her own.
Yeah.
But when I went to Frankfurt with you, I had to stay in with 8 people.
Yeah.
Why didn't you give me my own
Well,
room?
she's my mother. In fairness, I want to look after her.
The fuck am I then to you?
Yeah. Well, you're my best friend. I enjoyed the crack.
Christ almighty, man.
Anyway,
Go on.
so we checked in, then we were tipped over to the concert. I have to talk about the concert for a minute, and I want to encourage anyone
It's
that
not a
listens-
concert, though.
It is a concert.
It's a show. Yeah, go on.
It's whatever.
There's no one there.
It's unbelievable.
But there's no one there, though.
There is.
Who?
There's 3,000 people.
Yeah, but is there anyone on the
There's a
stage?
10-piece band on the stage.
Okay.
They're real people.
Okay.
Right? From London and other
London
places.
Bravda in it. Yeah.
So they're there and they're over to the left and they're mostly in darkness.
Okay.
They don't really highlight them. Maybe one song to get a bit of light.
So you're telling me the only people that are actually in this show aren't highlighted
They're not
at all?
highlighted at all.
And then they beam in.
No, I can't. Oh, it's the scariest thing in the world. It fucks with your head.
Yeah.
So you're sitting in your... First of all, this arena is totally immersive. It's normally you go to a gig and there's lights and everything over the stage.
Yeah.
And nothing over the crowd.
Yeah.
Really. Much, you know?
Yeah, that's the right
In
way
this
to have
thing,
it.
everywhere.
That's
is
the right way to have it, so
Yeah.
you can fiddle away.
500
Yeah.
feckin' lights everywhere. So it's totally... You might as well be on the stage with them.
Okay.
And you look down and the 2, 3, 4 lads from Abba, 2 girls, 2 lassies.
Yeah.
No, 2 lads.
2 lads, 2
lassies.
yours.
You just come out.
2 lads, 2 yours walk into a bar.
They walk out as if they're there.
Right.
And in your head, you're going, they're not there.
Okay.
But when
Okay.
you're looking at it,
Okay.
they're absolutely there.
Okay.
They were there as much as Garth Brooks was there.
So let the people at home know.
Yeah.
This isn't me being stupid. Everyone else is asking this question, not just me.
Right.
Are those 4 people pre-recorded holograms, or are they sitting at home with a VR headset on them doing the gig?
No. What they are is basically they took the septuagenarians that is Abba,
Yeah.
right? And they put them in leotards, right? Above in
Brilliant.
Sweden. And
They wouldn't have the arse of that
and they
anymore,
recorded,
but that's okay.
They
Like,
recorded their every move in these fancy computerized leotards.
I've seen it. That's how they make PlayStation games.
Yeah, so they recorded all their moves.
If you want Wayne Rooney to bang one in top corner in a PlayStation game and
Yeah.
it looks like Wayne Rooney's banging one in top corner in a
They
PlayStation
had to get
game,
Wayne Rooney.
you put him on the stuff
the
on
yoke,
him.
yeah.
The same with the basketball, Ray.
Yeah.
LeBron James and the boys, Kobe's Bryant,
Is
all
LeBron
of them,
James not dead?
No, Kobe is now. I was hoping you
God
wouldn't
rest him.
alert to that either
He was
now.
the buck that died in the helicopter crash.
Yes, he was, Ray.
Sorry.
Yes, he was. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you that? You have to run them and tell them everyone's dead.
Sorry.
They put them in those suits as well, and they have sensors all over them.
Yes.
I saw a video of Benedict Cumberkendy doing something similar for a CGI film.
Yeah.
This is what they
This
do.
is what they do. But they also then they take Abba's faces, and then they do the thing that they did to Robert De Niro and The Irishman. They de-age him.
So you're telling me Abba, they were 12-year-olds?
So, no, they're there as they were in 1979 when they
So
looked
the
fair as
arse
well.
is as it should be.
They look unreal.
What's a holographic arse like?
Unbelievable.
You're enjoying that? Seriously?
I couldn't see it,
But
the mother was enjoying
You
it.
can't grab a hold of a holographic arse.
No, you can't, but you wouldn't be encouraged to do so anyway.
Well, you're not supposed to do that anyway. You're
Yeah.
right. If Billie Eilish is on the stage, you can't grab her real arse.
No, you can't.
So don't grab holographic arses,
No,
lads.
but
Let
it's
that
not
be a lesson to everyone out there.
It's not a hologram.
What?
They're on a television screen, a really savage television screen. This is the thing. They're not holograms. It's not projectors.
I was right.
Yeah, it's.
I said to you might as well watch them on telly. You did.
Yeah, I went to watch Abba on telly. Yeah.
What do you mean a really savage television screen? It must be a 60-inch.
But it's it's one of them new
It has
sky.
to be a 55-inch or a
It's the new
60-inch.
sky glass.
Whoa, it's a belter. They're supposed to be a bastards of York. Don't get them, by the way. Don't get them.
No,
Don't get
Sky
Sky
won't
Glass.
thank us for this.
No, they won't, but they're never going to sponsor us anyway.
Yeah.
Don't get Sky Glass TV because you can't do anything with them. They're set as they are. You can never do anything adaptable.
But if you haven't a telly and you can only afford €12 a month, then get it.
Is that what it is?
That's kind of the thing. That's the way they get you.
Oh,
It's
the
nearly like
bastards.
the way I buy the iPhone. We'll give it to you for €200.
Did you not see my New York?
I did.
See that?
Yeah, I heard all about it.
you know
What
what
is
that
it?
is?
A Samsung 5 cameras.
A Samsung 5 cam. I go and take a belter of a photo of you.
I heard all about this, Sam, because you went abroad on a road trip with your good lady wife and daughter.
I did.
And you went over across the road to the shop and you treated yourself to €1,000 of a new phone.
Well, it was a bit more
and
than
then,
that now,
and then
but
felt
yeah.
immensely guilty and realised that you had to go and buy some things for them as well.
Yeah, no, I did feel bad.
Yeah,
But wait and see
yeah.
this right now. I'm going to show you
Poor
a
old
belter.
Nicola is in a hape over in the house, you know, with the baby
I
sucking
couldn't help
off her.
it though. I couldn't help it. The baby sucked.
Oh, you needed to treat yourself, didn't you?
Hang on now to see if this works. Look at that now. They have you blacked out in the background and you're in colour.
That's terrible.
Tell me that's not worth €1,400.
I don't need those clear of a photos. My ball patch looks terrible in that photo. I look like I should be immediately booking Turkey.
Ah, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's so good. I did it with a can of Lucozade. The Lucozade is orange and the rest of it's black. The
Anyway,
background is black.
so Abba
What
on the-
else did I do? I did it with me baby. Look at me baby. No one on the camera look at me baby though. That's the only thing. Look at that for a baby.
Yeah, it's unreal.
Unbelievable. My baby never looked so good in a Samsung Ultra at 22.
5 cams.
5 cam.
Yeah, Samsung 5
A
cameras.
Samsung 5 cam. Okay, go on anyway because I'm spitting at you with excitement.
Yeah.
Go on.
They were sad. I cried twice. I actually got tears in my eyes twice because I felt like I was seeing something that you weren't supposed to see, which was Abba performing live back in 1979.
That's beautiful.
And I was in the room, and my mother cried 3 times.
No way.
So
That
you
is
know,
amazing.
you got her a good birthday present when
When she's crying at
when
it.
she's crying at it. She's bawling her eyes
Got your
out.
birthday present and 10 dead cats.
Yeah.
The same thing. Crying.
Yeah. Anyway,
No, but that's really nice though. That's
I would
nice.
really encourage anyone that has any interest in Abba at all. This is the greatest show you'll ever see. It's in my top 5 concerts now, behind the chorus.
Can I ask you the second most question that wants to be asked? Did the hologram television, whatever the hell it was, recreate the infamous ripping of the skirt?
What ripping is the skirt?
Whenever ABBA were on the television program
Yeah.
with the Euros.
Oh, they
vision.
ripped the skirt off.
Yeah.
No, they
They
didn't
said
do
you
that.
had to speed it up.
But I have to. No, that's Bucks Fizz.
Is
oh,
it
wait,
Bucks
that's
Fizz?
Bucks Fizz.
That is Bucks Fizz.
That's not Abba.
They said you gotta speed it up.
That's Bucks Fizz.
Sometimes you gotta slow it down. Come over, make a podcast with your mates and go.
Abba.
What was the ABBA song they did? Waterloo.
Yeah, but the fancy thing to do as well is between songs, one of them would come out with a microphone and be chatting away at the audience.
Yeah, but so seriously.
Yeah.
But how would they get a reaction?
Because they just say things and picture people react.
Okay, oh my God, because how amazing would that be if they were pre-recorded what they, like 80% of people react like this so we can record this.
Yeah.
Like, so let's say one of the ABBA people come out.
Yeah.
And they're like, how's your night doing down there in the front row? And they're like, this is shit. Someone took a shit under me chair. And then the ABBA person goes, delighted you're enjoying it. You know what I mean? It's
That's
the
where it can go wrong.
Yeah, that's where it could definitely go wrong with the reaction. Like you with the Bintang video that time when it didn't work at all.
Yeah.
It's like,
Anyway, we finished up. The show was at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was over at 7.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. The show was at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we were back. It was a Sunday show. We were back in the
Hang on now, were you on a Paul Claffey tour or were you on a fucking... The show was at 5 o'clock!
Yeah.
Jesus
So we
Christ.
arrived back into the hostel at 7:03.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And we got a drink, and we had a little boogie, and got a bit of a burger and chip.
Lovely.
And the two of us sat there, ate the burger and chip. Then it was 7:14, and I says to Mum,
Jeez, we're slow enough.
I says to Mum, I says, "Jeez, it's only 7:15 there now. Whatever. I didn't expect we'd have this much of the evening available to us.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?" She said, "I'm quite happy now to go back to the room, watch film."
Oh,
And I was going, "I can't go back to the room. I'm in London, bruv, innit?
You're in London, bro.
I want to go have fun. We go into town. We go get chammed out or something."
Yeah,
No, she flat out.
The two of you get fiddled with by hooers.
I'm tired now, she said. I said, "Right, we'll go back to the room." So
Is your mother getting tired of 7:15?
She
No,
didn't know.
do you know what it is?
What was it?
It's a lot.
She wanted to get me back in the room, and then she'd sneak out. And go have
Yeah,
crack.
she'd sneak out and get out of it. Then imagine she wanted to sneak out the top window at the shipping container.
There was no windows in the shipping containers.
But okay. Again, now think about the fucking accommodation you're booking, Ray. There's no ventilation.
I want to talk
about what was happening in the goddamn shower and why there was young ones screaming down the bottom of your shower.
Hold on, I have the recordings because I record in my sleep.
Oh yeah, well I put them onto this Bluetooth here in this wonderful podcast device studio
Please do.
setup that we have here.
Obviously, you heard the screams.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
What the heck?
This was the drain. See, can you hear this now?
Someone's sawing. There's a little guy in the bike with the mask on.
The
like
drain
that.
kept making that noise
That
all
was the
night.
sawing
So you'd be
sounds.
flat out trying to sleep at 10 o'clock, right, p.m., and you'd be thinking, "This is great, I'm going to get a great sleep." And then that happened.
And do you know what the best thing about all that is, before
What?
you go on as well, whenever you were checking out the next day, how was your stay? You said, "Good,
Yeah,
lovely,
it was a
lovely.
great place,
the
yeah.
most Irish thing
Yeah.
you can do.
So
This place is a disaster. No, it's lovely. It's lovely.
I have something called sounds here. So, oh yeah, that was thunder.
From the
No,
shower
that was
drain.
it was thunder. During the night, there was thunder. Then there was the rain.
This is what it actually sounds like in the room.
Yeah.
No way. No way.
Yeah.
So are these not insulated?
Yeah, then there was planes.
Are they not insulated?
It was noisy.
Ray, I can't stress this enough.
There was
the
people-
people who are building the fucking the stadiums in Qatar are in better conditions.
Every time
They've had
anyone,
their passports taken off them.
every time anyone walked by the room, the whole room shook, and all you could hear was this. So you can hear them chatting.
It sounds like you're sleeping outside.
Yeah, and then there was this. There was a very interesting conversation then from these people.
Oh, go on. Yeah, I want to hear it.
You get your glitter off all right.
Go back. What did they say?
Did you get your glitter off all right?
Play that again. Play that again.
It's a bit in now.
I mean, I understand glitter's a nightmare.
What it was there after the Abba
Glitter's
thing?
a nightmare.
You get your glitter off all right.
Imagine that lady. She's no idea now that her little statement that she just mentioned at like 3 a.m. as she was walking by our room, and she just
Did you get your glitter off all
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So, but is it like okay, so here's my 2 cents on it, Ray.
I didn't sleep very well.
That should not be allowed to be accommodation.
And my mother had an air conditioning unit that wouldn't switch off. And she just ran hot and cold all night.
froze.
She was frozen 1 minute, sweating like a bull the next
She was
minute.
frozen to the bed in the morning. I went in to get my mother out of the bed. She was frozen to the bed.
When I went, it was awful cute. When I went in to meet her to get her at 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
she'd been awake since 6. Watching the news. She was awake since 6. And when I opened the door, which opened out the way, by the way, because they're shipping containers,
Yeah.
the door opens out the way. She's literally standing there with the jacket, the scarf on, and the handbag in the hand. She's like, I'm ready.
Ray, you shouldn't have brought your mother
And
to
the toilet
that.
wouldn't flush either, which was
No,
very
hang
upsetting
on now,
because I only
Ray.
found that out after I took a poo.
Jesus. But it's not right, though. Let's tell the truth here now.
I felt guilty.
Yeah, you shouldn't be staying.
I should have
put your mother
booked
into
him
that.
like a travel lodge or something up the
Yeah,
road.
why would you put your mother
I
in
felt
there?
bad now.
Your mother was standing there at 10 in the
At
morning.
10 in the morning, like
with her
nearly
scarf
like
and jacket on.
yeah, with a scarf and jacket. Can we leave now, please?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Ray, why would you do that? That's unbelievable. Isn't it just... It's not supposed to be... Like, I'm going to do that then. You had this idea, like...
Right.
Okay, do you know what I'm going to do?
What?
Wait till you hear. I'm
Right.
going to go to Electric Picnic next year.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is that my stag?
Yeah. Yeah!
Savage.
I'm going to go for your stag.
Yeah.
Also, at a business trip.
Oh.
I'm going to collect every old tent
Uh-huh.
that's left behind.
Uh-huh.
And in Sligo, I'm going to create a hostel.
A glamping.
A hostel, yeah.
Right.
Authentic Electric Picnic tent. Hop in there.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good business idea.
I go put it in the hot site.
You might get a grand. Right. You might get something from Tourism Ireland. Yeah, you're building something. If you build it, they will come and all that jazz.
That's why people don't listen. I get it. Yeah. Okay, go on anyway. Sorry. We're
gone, are we?
We're on for it. We're not too bad. Yeah, let's give it another couple of minutes.
Another couple of minutes.
Have you a few more bits you want to talk to me
I
about?
had a great time in it. The mother was brilliant. Do you know anything about the lint in your tumble dryer? Do you know the filter?
Why would I know?
Do you know did you use the tumble dryer at all?
I don't use a filter anyway, that's for sure.
But do you know there's a filter in the tumble dryer? You have to clean it out every time.
Apparently so, yeah.
Yeah.
No. I've done it, yeah.
I can say now that I've learned this week that yes, that's true. There wasn't a fire or anything.
How long have you had the tumble dryer?
I know we've had it a while, but I was slow to come to the belief that this is true. But
have you never cleaned it out?
No, I'd just be reluctant to. I thought I'd hardly make a tumble dryer, right? Where you had to clean something every time you used it. I thought in this modern day and age...
I'm big timing you.
Yeah.
I'm big timing you right now, but the only reason I know is because Nicola made a laminate.
Made a what?
A laminate.
What's a laminate? A piece of paper and a laminate.
Nicola knew she was going to be off her feet when she had the baby.
Yeah.
She also knew that I am...
You'd have to do some of the jobs.
As close to special needs as any human like.
Right, okay.
She made a laminate as to how to work the washing machine and the tumble dryer.
Get away!
And one of the big things that was in bold,
underlined.
Underlined with an exclamation mark at the end was clean the filter after every
I have
dry.
So I'm not proud of this. I sometimes men can be very stubborn.
Have you never done it?
No, it's a stubborn man thing. In my head, I just didn't believe that something would be created in the 21st century that required a person to clean it every time they use it.
Yeah, okay.
It just
an arse is perfect.
That's what I'm describing. But that was something.
That's exactly, you just described an arse. That's totally. You just described perfectly an arse.
Well, the arse is not a machine, right?
Sometimes it is, man.
Right. So anyway, so I just honestly thought tumble dryers were the sort of things like they were built by Hoover, right? Or Zanussi or something.
Yeah.
And they're thinking, these lads are good. They're going to figure out a way, which doesn't mean I have to, every time I've dried a few towels in it, that I have to pick the bits of lint and sand from Sean's wetsuit out.
Yeah, where do you think it goes, like?
But I just thought they'd come up with something better than a feckin' piece of film that stops the stuff going through.
How long does it take you to clean it out?
It doesn't take me long at all.
It takes 10 seconds, man.
Saying that.
You dirty, ignorant man. That's all it is, man.
I was vexed, and Laura was flat out telling me, you got to clean that out because otherwise it's the most flammable thing in the house. It'll go up on fire.
It absolutely is.
Yes.
Do you know how dry that is? It's in a dryer.
Yeah.
It's stuck in a dryer.
It's the most dry item.
It's as dry as that, man. It's like Gandhi's flip-flop.
And then it's beside the heat.
Yeah,
so
and then you're going to add more heat to it.
Fire.
Yeah.
So I'm not proud of myself. I was the last couple of months. I was the last couple of months maybe not cleaning the lint.
I'm not proud of myself either. I was just spilling beer all over me.
It's all right. It's fine.
Go on, Ray. It's
so
all right.
I didn't clean it, and I was kind of stubborn with her, and she was like, "You have to do that," and I was going, "No, I don't," in my head. Yeah. But I was saying, "Oh, I'll do it the next time." But I had no intention of doing it.
Right.
And then it came up again because they were talking about it, the mother and the sister at the weekend. And I kind of said, but you don't have to do that. And the two of them reacted with horror to me, going, you have to clean the lint out of the tumble dryer.
Again, I'm big timing.
And I looked it up then on the internet. And of course, the internet says, of course you have to. You burn your house down.
Yeah, but having said that now, don't trust everything the internet says.
No, but this is fairly cohesive now. There was a whole list.
But the internet is not going to tell you.
There was a picture of a house on fire.
Listen.
It was a picture and a guilty looking tumble dryer standing outside.
And a husband like this.
What are you at?
Sure, I don't know. Like, I didn't, surely not every time.
Yeah,
do you seriously mean every time?
Every time.
The house is burnt down to me. Yeah, but not every time. Can I still do it every second
I just want to apologise to everybody in the world for my stubbornness and my bullheaded tickishness.
Yeah. But that's the man's head in you.
Yeah.
And sometimes I like to hear that you're a man.
Yeah, I suppose it is reassuring.
It is reassuring. That you're a man.
Also, do you wash your rice?
Yeah.
You do?
Starchy.
What?
Starch. Isn't that what it is?
Is it before you cook the rice?
Listen to Kendy.
Right.
Have a listen to Kendy.
I'm listening.
Lockdown was a tremendously
educational moment in time for you.
I learned how to do rice.
You still needed a feckin' laminate for the washing machine.
Well, listen, I could do everything. I couldn't clean everything.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
You have to wash your rice 3 times
Before you put it on.
before you put it on. Yeah.
So what happens with this? Again, this is something that came up with the train with the mother and the sister.
Put it into a sieve.
Yeah, but what about when it comes in the Uncle Ben's thing that you tear the top off and you put it in the microwave for 2 minutes?
Yeah, don't use that rice.
Why?
Because it's too efficient, Ray. Far too efficient now.
Right,
Get a
too
bag
easy.
of rice. Get a
Right.
bag of rice, man.
Okay.
Like a man.
But even the Uncle Ben's ones that comes in the bag of rice, they come in a little see-through bag and you put them in the saucepan.
Yeah, that's shit. That's dog shit.
Okay.
What you want to do is wash all the shit off.
So you get
the
a
old
box
rice.
of rice.
You get a box of rice. A bag of rice.
Is it come in a bag?
Yes, it comes in a bag. You know the way you might get a penne pasta or a fusilli?
Yes.
Yes, it's similar size
Do you have to
bag.
wash that too?
No, don't.
No.
I'm not telling you that. That's not what I'm saying, even in the slightest.
Right.
I'm saying it's a similar type of bag.
Okay.
Similar material of a bag. That's
Yeah,
good. We're
okay.
talking about here
Yeah.
now. And then you have to put it into a sieve
And wash it 3 times.
and you got to wash it underneath the tap
Do you have to
until
make a
the
wish?
water runs. No, listen to me now. You can wish all you want.
Yeah.
But listen to me.
Wish you had Uncle Ben's
This is what.
microwave
No,
rice.
you fucking wouldn't. Stop doing that. It's too efficient.
Yeah,
Ray, the world's not supposed to be that efficient, okay?
Sure.
You got to wash it through, Ray.
Yeah.
And everyone at home, listen to this now. Wash your rice through until it runs clean coming through the sieve.
Okay.
It'll run brown because there's shit all over your rice.
Oh,
So
the
the water
will be all,
coming through
yeah.
will be running brown through the bottom, or
Yeah.
slightly darker than water should be.
Yeah.
And you wait
Unless
for it.
you live in an area with bad water.
You wait for it to run clear.
Then you'll never clean it.
Don't do it in Roscommon.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, don't
Yeah.
clean your rice in
Oh,
Roscommon.
I
Get
meant
the
to-
Uncle Ben's.
I have a big question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know your good friend Brian Nolan?
Yeah,
He was a drummer in Lick My Stereo.
that's right.
He has gone on a solo career now.
Yeah, he's the next Mickey Joe
And
Hart.
he's playing places like Ballygawley and
Oh,
Carrick and Shannon
He's going all out, yeah.
and Rooski.
Yeah.
But my question is, he's been now sought after in here in Sligo. People are asking, who's this Brian Nolan I hear
Oh,
about?
all right, okay, all right.
And
I'll bite.
I just want to know how you feel about it, because you'd like be the Paul and the John Lennon, the Paul and John of the band.
He was
And now
certainly-
Ringo's out doing gigs on his own.
Yeah, and it's cute.
Has he got the stuff?
No, it's cute, like, yeah, that Ringo's out doing gigs. That's all I'm saying.
It's cute, isn't it?
No, I actually don't know, though. That's such a good
Could
question.
he sing back in the day when you were the band?
He
This
wouldn't.
Is definitely probably a
Sorry.
conversation.
It's not that he wouldn't. It's that we wouldn't let him.
Ah, good.
Yeah, so
Right.
that should tell you a lot now.
For
No,
right.
not that at all. Okay, we were very egotistical young gentlemen back then,
Hmm.
right? I wanted to sing everything, and Derek wanted to sing everything, so we came for a compromise, and we sang half.
And that's where Keeve then got all his
Then Keith said, "I might sing
insecurities from.
something," and I said,
No.
"We haven't covered Keith."
Yeah.
And then Brian didn't even get into that conversation.
Brian,
and little
right.
did we know, we had a little Miss Sunshine behind us there, in
Yeah.
Brian Nolan, because he can probably sing notes now.
Good.
I didn't realise he could.
I may give him the booking.
Keep an eye out. Oh, is he coming into Fiddler's
Yeah,
Creek?
coming into Fiddler's
He
Creek.
could be the next Mark Kendy in Fiddler's Creek.
I think he might need to be, because Mark is only doing one gig between now and Christmas.
No, that does not say a lot. Go on anyway.
Now, the last item on the list.
Go on, Ray. Wrap it up with a big one.
I have the note Richard Dickey Grant pick on phone re sleepwalking.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't even want to ask.
No, I will you find it? Richard Dickey Grant pick. Right. Oh, here he is now. Richard Dickey Grant is a gentleman on the Instagram, and he sent he sent a message.
Oh.
I give him a shout out.
Richard
So,
Dickey Grant.
Richard Dickey Grant. That's his name.
And we won't talk about that.
No.
No.
But do you
perfect.
want to talk about it?
No. Tell me what Richard Dickey Grant said then.
I do sleep talking like Ray, but I think mine is worse. And he then elaborates. I had my girlfriend staying for the first time about 3 months ago. So everything was going great. Then it was time for bed at 2:30 a.m. Very exact. I sat up and said, far as the prostitutes. Then laid back down. Her questioning everything. Ha ha ha. Not the greatest impression for the first time we spend the night together. By the way, far means where in Scotland, just for your information.
What?
So he got up in the bed and he basically said in a Scottish way, where are the prostitutes?
Far are...
Far are the prostitutes. Far is the prostitutes. Sounds like something from a
I
scripture.
was really hoping you'd have a recording of it.
No.
Feck you, Richard Dickey Grant.
Yeah.
Come here. What's the name of the app?
Sleep. Oh, what's the name of the app? I don't know. It's Sleep.
Listen, Richard Dickey. Find out Richard Dickey, lovey.
Sleep Talk.
Sleep
God.
Talk. Get the Sleep Talk app and record them and send them to us.
Yes.
And we'll see how far the prostitutes have gone.
Yeah.
Right? Ourselves.
But imagine, that's an awful thing to try and come back from.
Yeah.
That's the first time in 3 months. You're seeing someone for 3 months. Next thing she comes over, first night staying there.
And you go,
you're-
where are the prostitutes? Yeah. Like you're lying down perfect.
Yeah. And she's thinking, this went really well.
And you just sit up. All you do is sit up.
Yeah.
Where are the prostitutes?
Yeah. And that reminds me, last night I sat for 5 shagging minutes inside of my bed, around 2:30.
Doing.
Completely confused as to where Laura was.
Right.
Because obviously he was over here being your replacement.
Oh, that's right,
Yeah,
sure.
I was totally put out.
You must have been completely discombobulated.
I was,
Ray,
and I just
Jesus
please
Christ.
don't be going away in future.
No, I will have to go away, Ray. I'm a big businessman now. So, so I'm swinging with the big boys.
Yes.
I might be missing, but I'm swinging with the big boys.
I'll give you the
Ray.
quick entertainment update before we leave.
Go on.
Dean's Mahan is in the Garvogue on Friday night.
Oh
Don't
my
miss
God,
him.
what tremendous.
He's with his father
He is.
and Mickey Downs and his
Oh,
son.
the
and
boys.
Morgan
Okay.
and his son.
Can you tell me, Anderson's? Is that good
Andersons
crack?
have a band. They have bands. Callum Wall and his band is
No
on Saturday
way.
night.
Is
Do you
he?
know Callum?
Yeah, no, I've heard that name before. He's pretty famous.
And
that
he's
guy.
been supported by a band called Off License, who are from around here.
Do you go into the off license? I love it.
Yeah,
I
you go to
love
see Off
it.
License.
So they're in Anderson's.
That's Saturday night.
Come here. Do you know what I love in Sligo more than anything?
What's that?
A comedy festival.
Oh yeah.
I have just been crying out.
It's an awful pity someone wouldn't pull the finger out and organise it. Wait a minute. So
What?
they have.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Brendan's Tierney.
What date?
Oh, it's the 15th, the 19th of November.
No way.
We're starting it.
What?
Yeah.
When?
On the 15th.
What day of the week is that?
That's a Tuesday, and we figured out what we're going to do too.
But are we going to tell people though?
4 rounds of a quiz, and then we're going to interview a guest.
We haven't decided on a price yet.
I think it's happened.
So the comedy festival, Sligo Comedy Festival, is happening again. Brendan's organising
Yeah.
it. We get to open it up because no better way to throw 2 flutes.
He's
in.
currently looking for money on Instagram.
He's currently looking for money. You
Yeah.
can support the comedy festival.
Yeah.
Here is why you can genuinely support us. Brendan is he's poor. Family are struggling quite a bit. Ray.
Wife is going to leave him.
The wife will probably leave him
The house
because
has been repossessed.
he has a ferocious gambling habit, Raymond. Did you know
Gambling
that?
on comedy festivals.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He has gambled on a lot of comedy festivals over the years.
He's going away then going, hey, Dylan Moore and I will give you 5 million to come to Sligo.
Isn't he unbelievable?
Yeah.
Do you know what he offered Tommy Tiernan apparently?
How much?
10 million quid
Jesus.
to do 15 minutes before we do the quiz. He has a huge problem with these comedy
He's a huge
festivals.
problem. He just
everybody.
loves putting on a gig and then losing the house.
Oh, he lost the amount of houses he's lost. You know, he used to have a boat.
A moat.
He used to have a boat.
A boat.
He lost the boat, Ray. He had a caravan out at the far side of Maherby. He
Yeah,
lost
it's gone.
it, Ray. He lost it. He lost everything. He's running one last one.
And,
You can
yeah.
support him. Is it on a GoFundMe,
It's
Brendan?
an I donate. He went with the guaranteed shop
It's-
local.
Oh, shop local, I donate Tierney.
Yeah.
You can go on to Sligo Comedy Festival and find out how you can actually donate. The reason you will donate, this comedy festival is going to happen
Just a
one way.
fiver.
One way or the other. Do whatever you have.
No, just a fiver.
The price of €2, like the Trocra kids.
The way
right?
the country's going, you can't be given more than a fiver.
No, but like
Maybe
you're-
a tenner, max.
seriously.
No.
You're such a prick. Why are you such a prick?
I just hate putting trouble on people.
But we're not telling them to do that. We're just saying you're saying no,
I'm
only
saying
a
it's
fiver.
okay just to give a
you
fiver.
you can of course give whatever
up,
you
Brendan.
can, but you can also give 500 if you want.
You can if you want.
Here's the thing.
No one expects
the comedy
that.
festival is going to happen either way, but it's how big the comedy festival is going to be. It
Yeah.
depends on how many fivers you give. So go over Sligo Comedy Festival and go to iDonate and you can do all of that crack as well. We're going to be there. We love the crack. Can I watch 15 minutes of Liverpool versus Ranger?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Who knows? Let's go.
Stop it there.
Who
then, so.
knows?
Sorry about that.
Listen, fair play to Anderson's and the Blind Tiger. Fair play to Brendan and his tremendous gambling habit, gambling on comedy festivals
the
all
keys
over
himself.
Sligo all the time.
Yeah.
Ray, fair play to me.
Fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Anderson's Tremendous Event Centre and Wonderful Food Items, and the Blind Tiger's marvellous alcoholic fruit drinks.